Texas Tech falls 86-80 in the Big 12 semifinals to the Arizona Wildcats. Now the Red Raiders must await their fate from the committee and see where they are seated in the NCAA Tournament on Selection Sunday. In today's video, we'll recap the Arizona game and also look at the latest metrics for the Red Raiders. And we are just about 24 hours away from knowing where Texas Tech will play in the first round of the NCAA Tournament. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's RC Maxfield here for the Back to 12 podcast. And listen, game didn't go according to plan, right? Few things in life really do, if we're being honest about it. But you have to give credit to Arizona. They were sensational. I thought Caleb Love had one of his most efficient games of the year. And you could tell from the jump that he was on a mission to bring the Wildcats a W into play in the Big 12 championship game. It didn't hurt, that they didn't have to face, D5 and Chance McMillan. We'll look at that in just a second. But overall, I did want to start this video, give credit to Arizona in the sense of Texas Tech did fight hard in this one, but Arizona led this game for about 34 minutes. They really controlled it in that aspect of things. All right, let's jump into the recap as a whole, right? I mean, that was kind of a quick summary, I guess, but the nitty-gritty of it, Texas Tech had 25 total minutes played from their 3 all Big 12 performers. Okay, JT Toppin, the Big 12 Player of the Year, was the lone player to play that made an all Big 12 team for Texas Tech. You had no Chance McMillan due to an upper body strain, no D5 due to a lower body injury. He was in a walking boot for the game. You had JT Toppin, who I heard the word hyperhydration or hyperhydrated. I don't know what that means, but he did apparently throw up in the game back in the tunnel. He played 25 minutes. He wasn't the most efficient in the game, but if you're sick, you're probably not going to be crazy too efficient in the game. That being said, Texas Tech had a 6-man rotation and was actually forced to play Leon Horner. You can see him on your screen right there. He played 8 total minutes. Coming into this semifinal matchup in the Big 12 tournament for Texas Tech, Leon Horner had played a grand total of 16 minutes in this season. He now has, with these 8 minutes in this one game, played a third of his total minutes. And he was solid. I thought he actually played pretty well considering the circumstances he was in. Again, are the stats eye-popping? No. He had 1 rebound, but I thought defensively he was actually really solid for Texas Tech in some minutes where they absolutely had to have someone since Federico got in trouble early, and so did Elijah Hawkins early on in the first half. Again, you look at it, Christian Anderson didn't come off the floor last night. He had 19 points. He was really efficient in terms of 6 of 12 from the field. Could have shot better from 3, but still efficient. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Had 2 assists and 2 rebounds to go along with those 19 points in 40 minutes. The leading scorer for the Red Raiders was Kevin Overton. As you can see, 20 points, 7 of 14, 4 of 7 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Also was tied alongside Federico, and funny enough, Elijah Hawkins and JT for the team lead in rebounds in this one with 6. It's funny because there's a running joke over on the Scarlet and Black Insider, which, by the way, you should go subscribe to that. It's the fastest growing Texas Tech community on the internet in terms of the message board space. And I'm a big KO guy, and I have said all season long that basically Kevin Overton, if he makes his first shot, he's going to play well. Wouldn't you know it? He made his first shot against Arizona, and he had 20 points. He led the Red Raiders, and they needed all of them in this one. Also, funny enough, Kevin Overton is averaging north of 11-plus points per game when either Chance, D5, or Toppin don't play. Obviously not ideal. You wish you could do that when the guys do play, but I digress a little bit. Overall, though, again, hat tip to Arizona. I'm not trying to take anything away from them at all. They were the better team, period. End of story. From a Texas Tech side of things, I'm actually happy to see that Chance McMillan and D5 sat, because what we heard from Grant McCaslin in the post-game press conference after this game, I'm concerned about Chance McMillan. Just simple and plain, I'm going to put it out there. Could things change leading up to when Texas Tech plays their first-round matchup in the NCAA tournament? Sure, you've got about 5 days, maybe 6 days before you play that game. But the verbiage and the tone that Grant McCasland used, and again, I'm not even really leaning into the tone. It's more of what he said, in the sense of Chance had no chance to play in this game. No pun intended there. Just he had no chance at all to play in this game, according to Grant McCasland. D5 went through some morning activities to see if he could play against Arizona, and they decided, hey, probably best to sit him out and just get these couple extra days of rest before the real season starts for Texas Tech. But I'm genuinely concerned about Chance McMillan right now going into the NCAA tournament, just from really what we saw in the sense of he played against Baylor and then just didn't return after playing 8 minutes. Now there was no chance at all that he played against Arizona. I'm concerned about that. And obviously that can be pushed to the side in terms of if we get a report, oh yeah, he's good to go for game 1 of the NCAA tournament. But with the information we have right now, I don't know how you're not concerned about Chance McMillan. All right. We're going to switch things on over. But before we do, I want to ask you guys a question. When I say Texas Tech is going to be a blank seed in the NCAA tournament, what's the number that first came to your mind? Is it a 2? Is it a 3? Do you think this Arizona loss propelled them down to a 4? Let me know down on the pinned comment below. What seed will Texas Tech be in the NCAA tournament? And again, one more reminder here on the video, Texas Tech, Selection Sunday. There's no Selection Sunday show anymore due to those crazy fires on campus. Glad to hear everybody's okay out at Texas Tech in that regard. But we will be doing a live stream here on the channel. Instant reaction, breaking down the bracket Texas Tech is in. What seed do the Red Raiders get? No, by the way, we will be giving away a $50 home field apparel gift card tomorrow on the live Selection Sunday show for your Red Raiders. The best way to know instantly where Texas Tech is going in the NCAA tournament. So if you want to be involved with that, be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. All right, let's go look at KenPom. Switch it on over there. See it on your screen. Texas Tech still 7th in KenPom. I will address something, though. The Red Raiders, as it stands right now, are no longer categorized as a national title contender if you go by KenPom and their historical data. What is the historical data? Since 2002, when KenPom first originated, every national champion has been top 21 offense and top 31 defense. And let me rephrase that. 95% have had a top 21 offensive rating and 90% have had a defensive rating in the top 31. As it stands right now, Texas Tech, they meet the offensive criteria. I mean, this is arguably the best offensive team Texas Tech has ever had. Unfortunately, though, Texas Tech has the 37th defensive rating on KenPom right now. That obviously is outside the top 31. Will it matter in the grand scheme of things? Hell if I know, but historically it has mattered in terms of national title contenders. Another aspect of this, too, that I found super interesting, and shout out to my buddy Duffy for this stat. I hadn't seen it. So every team that has made the Final Four, I believe in the past 30 years, has made the semifinals of their conference tournament. Texas Tech met that. So there you go. That's obviously a positive. We bring the positive. We bring the negative here. We got to balance things out. You know how that goes. Okay, now let's look at the net. Texas Tech stays even. They're still at 7, even after their loss to Arizona. Still 9 quad 1 wins, 9-5 in the quad 1 against the bubble in terms of wins. They are 14th in the country, still clean in quad 3 and quad 4. That is good for the Red Raiders. And as it stands right now, they are 4-3 in quad 2, which could be better, but honestly, not too bad overall, all things considered, for the Red Raiders. Now, when it comes to current bracketology projections, you can see them on your screen right now. This is from ESPN. The Red Raiders did move down. St. John's has now taken over the final 2 seed, according to Joe Lunardi. And the Red Raiders are the highest ranked 3 seed and would play in Wichita. I would be absolutely shocked at this point if Texas Tech does not play in Wichita or Denver, which means Texas Tech would be playing, right, on Thursday, okay? They'd be playing on Thursday with both Wichita and Denver slated to play on Thursday and Saturday in their respective regionals. So Texas Tech right now is projected to go to Wichita on Thursday to play Utah Valley, according to Joe Lunardi. Can that change? I'll be honest with you. I think right now the most likely outcome is Texas Tech is the top 3 seed. I would actually be pretty damn shocked if the Red Raiders got that final 2 seed, specifically because St. John's has a chance to still win the Big 12 tournament or Big East tournament, and they already won the Big East regular season. If they win both, they get it, and they deserve it, honestly. I think when it's all said and done, Texas Tech is the top 3 seed and will be playing in Wichita, more than likely in the South region, if I had to guess. But I think you could go out west as well. It'll likely be one of those 2 regions. And at worst, Texas Tech is the 10th overall seed in the NCAA tournament, which means they would be the 2nd highest ranked 3 seed. I think that is the worst case scenario for the Red Raiders right now. Still quite a few games to be played. Maybe some things change that I haven't thought about, but I think that is the most likely outcome right now is Texas Tech is the highest 3 seed in the NCAA tournament when Selection Sunday, starts tomorrow. And this is the place to be if you want to tune in for instant reaction for Texas Tech. But before we get out of here, one more time, you tell me, what seed will Texas Tech be in the NCAA tournament? I think they'll be the highest 3 seed, and they'll be playing in Wichita on Thursday, whatever time, this coming up week against one of the automatic qualifiers from a mid-major school there up in Wichita. So, again, you tell me, what seed will Texas Tech be in the NCAA tournament before you head out of here? And also, before you head out of here, be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell if you want to stay in the know on all things Texas Tech men's basketball all year long. We're not just covering Texas Tech here on the channel and discussing them when it comes to on-the-court performance either. We'll be talking about the portal, and that'll be opening up here pretty soon. It'll actually open up on March 24th, so you're going to want to stay in the know on that, and the best way to do so is liking the video, hitting that subscribe button, and turning on that notification bell, and be sure to come hang out tomorrow when it comes to the live Selection Sunday show. Instant reaction, all things Texas Tech here on the channel, breaking down the bracket instantly for your Red Raiders and how far I think they'll go. We'll have a lively chat. There's no better place to be if you're a part of Red Raider Nation tomorrow night. All right, that's going to do it. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm RC Maxfield. This is the Back to 12 podcast, and as always, stay safe and Wreck 'em Tech.